Warning! The following program contains stories that may be concerning to some gamers. Viewer discretion is advised. If you're a little bit. A person claiming responsibility for the hacks that caused the official Apex Legends esports tournament to be postponed this week has given an interview to TechCrunch. For context, two separate Apex pros competing in the North American finals suddenly found themselves given cheats in the middle of their respective matches. Allegedly, this was work of hacker and fan of one specific year, Destroyer 2009. Speaking to TechCrunch, Destroyer said that the hack was just for fun and to get Apex developer Respawn to fix the vulnerability that he found. Destroyer, 2009 of his name, didn't provide many details on how he managed to hack two players mid-game, but did say it had nothing to do with the server and that the hacks never went outside the game. Destroyer said he didn't just report the bug to Respawn because neither they nor publisher EA have a bug bounty program to pay hackers for privately disclosing vulnerabilities. Instead, he decided to hack pro players Gen Burton and Imperial Hal because they're just nice guys and thought they should get free attention and views. Yeah, pro players, they don't want to finish the tournaments that they play for a living and stuff. They're totally fine if their careers are jeopardized by unexplained cheats, as long as they can trend on Twitter for roughly half a day. Epic Games made a bunch of crazy announcements in their State of Unreal event at GDC. A live demo showed off how you can build realistic games using Unreal Editor for Fortnite. They also announced support for MetaHumans, Epic's tool for creating hyper-realistic human characters that you can animate using performance capture taken on an iPhone. This is all part of Epic's push to move Fortnite away from just being a PUBG clone with some building. They want to make it a game platform with user-generated titles. You know, a Roblox clone. As an additional part of that plan, Epic has continued its partnership with LEGO to allow anyone to make LEGO islands in Fortnite. If you don't care about Fortnite, Epic's event also marked the unveiling of Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra, a new game being directed by Amy Hennig, best known as head writer and creative director for much of the Uncharted series. The game will feature 4 playable characters: Captain America, US soldier Gabriel Jones, Wakandan spy Nanali, and World War II era Black Panther. While a dust-up between Cap and Black Panther in the middle of Nazi-occupied Paris sounds cool, I just want to know if there's a mini-game for Gabriel's trumpet. I just want to doot-doot.
Lootin', shootin', and dootin', that's what I'm all about.
That's it. That's the 3. Bungie secretly replaced the game director for Marathon almost a year ago. Sources told IGN that longtime Bungie designer Christopher Barrett was removed as game director on the upcoming Extraction shooter and replaced by former Valorant director Joe Ziegler. Just after IGN reached out to Bungie for comment, Ziegler tweeted to confirm he'd been directing Marathon for the last 9 months. And the weird timing doesn't stop there. The tweet implies Barrett was replaced weeks after he premiered the game. Now fans fear that the title is being turned into maybe a hero shooter or something, which may be connected to a source telling IGN that Ziegler's leadership shifted away from custom player characters in favor of a selectable cast of heroes. But that could mean anything.
There's room for interpretation.
Meanwhile, developers at Bungie fear that there will be more layoffs immediately after Destiny 2 expansion The Final Shape releases. Someone who knows about Bungie's finances told IGN that just nothing adds up, and that if The Final Shape doesn't sell well enough to cover the gap between its release and Marathon's, something will need to happen to curb costs. Maybe cut executive benefits? No? Maybe a bake sale?
Car wash.
Now it's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by Green Man Gaming, a leading official game retailer that works directly with over 1,300 publishers and developers. Bred in a secret government lab from the DNA of the Blue Man Group, Green Man Gaming aims to silently take over the PC gaming space and eventually the world. I, for one, welcome our new overlords. So, we've partnered with them to give you free and immediate access to GMG XP Gold, status unlocking exclusive discounts and vouchers for both upcoming releases and sale products. Like a little extra off the top of the already discounted Dragon's Dogma 2. So head to the link below, follow the instructions provided, and get your account upgraded to XP Gold status permanently for free. Quick bits aren't real, they can't hurt you. Just kidding, they're real and incredibly toxic. Enjoy!
Delicious.
Concerned Ape, aka Eric Barone, aka my girlfriend's absolute favorite game developer of all time, has released the hotly anticipated 1.6 update for farming RPG Stardew Valley, resulting in the game hitting a new all-time peak of 155,000 concurrent players, a full 8 years after the game first released. In addition to brand new content, Worried Primate also fixed many bugs, like giving new spouses a 7-day honeymoon period after marriage to stop them from getting depressed and lying in bed all day.
That's honeymoon period is what I call my SSRIs.
And when you're tired from a long, hard day on the farm, you can now crack open a cold tub of mayonnaise with the boys.
Or girls, or anyone, really.
Whoever
By
you'd
yourself,
like. Maybe just among the cows.
In a shack, by yourself, full of shame.
In the mines, at the bottom. Ubisoft unveiled Neo, their new generative AI NPC project at GDC. The company says that the personalities of these NPCs are created by writers. The project's narrative director, Virginie Mosser, said that having her characters come to life and converse with her has been one of the most fulfilling and touching moments of her career. Now, with that in mind, let's hear from one of those characters, a member of a resistant group hell-bent on taking down megacorporations.
I'm Bloom, your future resistance buddy. Thought we'd hang and see if we click, for our epic duo.
I am your buddy. Welcome. Riot Games says that they've reset development on the MMO that they announced back in December of 2020 because it was turning out to be what co-founder and chief product officer Mark Merrill described as an MMO that you've played before with a Runeterra coat of paint. Which is confusing to me because a paint called Runeterra sounds like it would really add some rustic charm to my breakfast nook. Since they're basically going back to square one, Merrill said the MMO team will now go dark for potentially several years so they can focus on the game and wait for the exact perfect moment to drop that alt.
Excuse me, guys, I gotta drop an alt.
Yeah.
Woo! Do not go in there.
At least expect a cooldown of 2 minutes. Blizzard announced that they secretly made a 60-player free-for-all battle royale mode inside of World of Warcraft. Why did they do it? It's simple, really. Chaos. It's called Plunderstorm, a limited-time pirate-themed event with its own dedicated servers and characters, and because making a secret pirate battle royale wasn't enough, players can unlock rewards for the main game, like a crab pet named Bubbles, which is perfect, and a giant rideable parrot mount named Polly Roger. This is great. Stay tuned for next year when they launch a surprise ninja-themed extraction shooter called Escape from Pandaria. That sounds far too realistic, actually. They might do that.
Get in the comments. Tell them to do it. Write to your congressman.
And Capcom is set to release Dragon's Dogma 2 at midnight tonight, with many early reviews comparing it favorably to the original as a more polished experience. However, the game seems to have significant frame rate issues, which Capcom acknowledged by stating frame rate can be affected in certain situations where numerous characters appear simultaneously. In response, FPS enthusiasts suggested creating a communal list of inconsequential NPCs who can be killed for frame rate boosts without killing content.
Natural conclusion.
Ah, yes, murder. Is there any problem that it can't solve? And you can solve your hunger for more gaming news by coming back on Tuesday for another episode of Game Linked.
We serve it hot, we serve it cold, we serve it really any way you like.
It'll make you alt.